So I did the update, and this is the effect. As you see, everything is, or most things are now offline. Somehow I go closer, you see it standing everywhere. It's offline, offline, offline. I don't know, this is the update, and here you see the box hanging and connected, so you see also the stick is in. And I've used an USB hub to have the stick, the USB stick in it. They all are gone, or most of it, and here you see also, you see HomeAssistant running, and you see the same, everything seems to be unavailable, and they're all the ones that were added using the stick that came with it, so I don't know what happened. I already did a restore of the backup of yesterday, so I went back 12 hours of HomeAssistant, not the rest, of course not the ISG-box, and that didn't help, as you see. It's still there. I'm afraid I have to reconnect all my hundreds of devices, or something like that. I don't know, please let me know how to do this and what is going on. I don't know. This was it, the Zigbee stick that comes with their all devices. Only the Tuya ones that were there before and the other Wi-Fi, like here you see a brother printer, it's still found. And here you see, so this one was Tuya, this is Tuya, this is the humidifier that was, so that's there. But the door sensors and so they're all directly connected to the Zigbee stick before, and they're now somehow unavailable. And here you see a lot of Sonoff ones, and the Sonoff ones are there as well, still, so over the Wi-Fi, but nothing of the stick is available anymore, even after some restarts. They all seem to be gone, so that's not nice. And I just did the update like you requested. But as you see, it helped to get the devices on the screen in ISG, but not really that helpful. And I don't know how to scroll down because I'm now trying to do that. Oh, now it's working. I did this like 100 times, but now it's not working anymore again, so I don't know what's happening. So sometimes it helps with getting down with the scroll, but most of the times it doesn't even work like that. So like you see, I'm scrolling with the mouse, and sometimes it works, many times it doesn't. So I'm not sure what's going on there, but everything is offline, but they're visible. So these are all the, and before this update they were not visible, so something is gained, but they're all gone offline, and that was not there before, so I don't know what. This update is somehow not working out, and now I'm scrolling again and trying to pick and scroll, and sometimes it helps. You hear my clicking of the mouse, and sometimes nothing happens. And sometimes it does do something, so I'm not sure what's happening with this thing. It doesn't seem so stable. I don't know. As you see, now I got a lot of devices, also the one in the ISG, but were not there before. So I'm not sure what happened. They're now there, so that seemed to have helped this. But many things are lost. So now restarting again. And now it says save mode somewhere, so I don't know. So my head must have detected that something is wrong. Otherwise it won't say save mode, I think. On the down left there it is save mode. I have no idea. You probably do know more about this. And of course all of the important devices are just gone. Well, let's see if HomeAssistant will start. So far of course not. But we'll see in a couple of minutes. I will refresh on HomeAssistant here. Unable to connect like expected, so probably will take about 20 minutes or something, I don't know. In IT now I see some devices all offline. Of course no groups, because I didn't make them, but the scenes here are just not there. And here I got no meters, so I don't know how to put them. Okay. Automations are just in HomeAssistant, so I guess not here. Media, well, says that installed, but probably not working. But I don't know. Maybe working now, this time. But let's wait until HomeAssistant is doing something. Add-ons. So it should be working, I guess, when you read it like this. Because het ook al een vinkje. And of course on the right there's nothing there. So I'm just zooming in for you so you can see it all better. And I don't have any of these devices, I think. So let's see what HomeAssistant is doing. Not connected yet. Or at least I can't get a connection to it. So normally you expect when you see it's running that it's running, but it's not. Or really at least not good. I have no idea what's happening. This was running before. It should be working, but I'm probably just waiting for it. So I'll be back in some time. So now it's just about 11:07 at night, in the evening, or how do you call it, almost night. So today at around 12 o'clock, 12:30, I got a message there was an update, so I did it again. I hoped it would be getting more stable, because every Monday the last couple of weeks it was cold and dark, and and HomeAssistant was not running again, so then I did restore from the old settings, and then I got it back. So it's now 4:30, or it has been. Already it's 4:45, and or about getting soon. And so it's still saying this all the time. So somehow it's working, doing the updates for almost 4 hours now, so okay, at least more than 3.5 hours. It's been doing some kind of update. So this is the whole screen, all time. And yeah, once I got like a message from select your Home Assistant server. That of course not exists, so I press the right button and that's it. It's still saying this. So, and Home Assistant is not running. Also not in the background, so I don't know what is ISG doing at this time, but somehow it's just giving this nice white screen with the blue thing running on it. It doesn't seem that much stable of an update somehow again. Like every time again, I don't know what is going on with this thing, but it's not working that well. Not doing anything useful in most times. I'm not using it for television since it's not working really well. It's too slow for anything anyway. There's no much channels I can use or do what would want to watch. And I got a better computer for YouTube because it's very slow anyway. But nah, this is just waiting, so I come back, I go out for a while and then hope it will be ready finally. So now it's 5:10 and now I got a new screen of Google, or something. Add feature, I don't want any feature, no thanks. Why would I see any of these? I mean, this is terrible. Why do I get this all? This thing has been running for a long time and now I got all these things I don't need, I don't want these commercials on my local system. So why is this? I mean, this is the whole screen. Why? Right mouse click again, try to exit this thing. Nothing seems to be working again. Try this. Close new tabs. I don't know what this is. Nice that you see that you're close there. Undo. What do I want to see? Nothing. I want to get out of this. Terrible things. I don't know why ISG is doing this. It is something. What's gone wrong? Again, I did an update and now this is the whole screen. So now I'm going to press the home button on this remote. And I pressed it again. And I pressed it again. And again. Wow. It tells me now that it's sunny to cloudy. No, okay, it's not so sunny anymore. Let's see if anything seems to be running. It just says it's installed. Home Assistant server is still not running. So now we are more than 4.5 hours later after I started this update. And I guess it's now up to date. I'm not sure. There's nothing there to see. So now you see the version that it has been installing today. I have no idea if it is correct or what it did. Many things were still not working yesterday, but I didn't do anything about it actually, so I don't know what to do about it, some things. So Home Assistant is still not running. And I don't know if there's anything else that was running. I thought I turned off the kiosk, but okay, it's there again. Maybe you cannot turn it off, I'm not sure. Because I want to save as much as possible, but of memory because it's getting slow and slow. Okay, and then I go to Home Assistant server. And like you see, it says that is somehow disabled. And he is saying checking version for a long time. Like many days, long time ago. And I did one of the other things I checked a time ago, a couple of times. It takes really long time is also to check the things that are there. I don't think it's coming on. I have no idea, of course, if it will be going on. There was some kind of checking if the dependency check, and that takes like 6 hours only doing the dependency check, and then there's no answer if it's okay or not okay. It's just the screen is gone. So I don't know about this whole thing. I have the idea that it's just very slow, and something must be wrong, because every time it just stops running multiple times now at the Monday, and I have checked it, it's not set to be restarting at a certain time or things like that, so I don't know. Something must be wrong with this machine. Here was it. So it is not set to do an auto reboot at Monday. I checked that. So that cannot be the problem at Monday night. So that cannot be the problem, or should not be. Time zone is still there, it seems, at least here. I don't see any problems in here, but it still doesn't start working. I can, and of course I could enable it again, but I have to know if you are going to use it to see. And well, HomeAssistant server is still not running. I can check if it will be able to enable it, and then it will of course say this for a long time. And I have this problem sometimes now, a couple of times now, mostly Mondays, for a couple of hours. So I start at 9 o'clock in the morning, and then at around 12 o'clock it's finally there, and I did not add many things, or I didn't do any new automations for it. They worked first, and just keep losing contract or something like that. I don't know what this is. So so far this update doesn't seem to have done much that is working for it. So, but I will wait, and I hope to have it running in a couple of hours again. Well, now it's 20 past, and still it's trying to do its thing. 20 past 5 it is. So, okay, this thing is still running. About the HomeAssistant, it was working again pretty well, no big problems for the last time, every time after I did a restore, because otherwise it would not start. So now I'm checking if it will start. Sometimes there were devices enabled. Yes, it seems to be there. So now we'll go look at the computer if it's still there. Oh, it got disabled again. So it enables and disables itself after just a couple of seconds. And this happened before, so I don't know. And then I do a restore from backup from a couple of days back, as every time. And then this takes, of course, a very long time, and then it works somehow. So, but I will wait a couple of minutes and then hope it will go back. So as you saw, it went on enabled, and then it was automatically disabled. the service logs only comply every time again I see about the ISG functions that are not tested or not safe in HomeAssistant. So that's the seems to be the main problem in HomeAssistant when it's running. And that's about it, and I can do a backup and restore again, and then okay, I did a lot of backups. I try to do a backup every day, at least every day when I do something or try to do something on it, like making something in the screens to do it easily, to just put on the heater or things like that. So when I move that to another screen, then I make a backup already, but yeah, it's every time it's not working well. I noticed one time that there was something written about Asian time, so I don't know why this was in Asian time. But as you see, it's still there. There are not many devices here that I put on it, at least just for a simple home. No real thermostats, just extra, except for the ones that were installed before. Now you saw something happening here at the MQTT broker that was stopped and started again, I guess. I'm not sure what always happens in these screens. I'm not wanting to watch it every time when something happening, so. I mean, this is just terrible. I don't know if the service log will open. As you see, there's a service log. Maybe you can understand what this all means. And of course I cannot delete them all because many of these things seem to be enabled by you. I think this is some sync worker 0 is probably from this. Okay, here you got every time you got this strange messages for iOS. I don't have HomeKit, I don't have an iOS. It lacks the possibility to have here a scroll bar and so on, and you see the other things that every time pop up again. And I want to go to the last page, but I don't know how to scroll to the last easily, so it's just a very long list which I have to do by mouse scrolling. I mean, this is almost able to just check what's going wrong. Why is there on the last page? I don't know, the log should be on the new thing should be on the front, I think, or at least here in the service logs be able. This is of course on the ESG to look at it, so I don't know how to, if it's possible to just go to the last page of this service log, but this is especially is not the same, and now it's getting slow. And this service log is not the same as when I do it, if I look at in HomeAssistant when it's running. So now HomeAssistant server has been starting up again, it seems. And the service log is very, 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 very long. I can try to clean it if I can find why. But I don't know why this is here. I mean, what does it mean? Flood warning, can send a support shelf FD1 no source file directory. If you know what it means, I don't know. Every time this sync worker, I don't know what it has to do with the ID or something else. At least I got a lot of these messages. So okay, I will now look if Home Assistant server is running. I guess it is because my telephone got a beep, so probably it is. Oh, here you go. So here is the message. Time zone Asia, Shanghai. I don't know why. I think there must be something wrong. Here in the after dependency check, it is never running. Why? When I put it myself into just normal in Netherlands and everything seems to be working here, and then this is, but I cannot change it anyway. So there may be a conflict because of that. I don't know. I think this thing is a bit slow, and I don't know how to empty the service logs or do anything with it, except then trying to scroll through them because there's no blank button here. So this doesn't seem to be the best thing, and I'm always a bit scared to do anything on this machine because I am afraid it will crash again. And then of course there will be no heating, no lights, many places will not work, and everything I have programmed in. So I go through the add-ons again, so you can have a look what is in there. So I don't think there's too much running. Of course I cannot see here anything about what I would need to see. Here is of course then the settings again. So here the time zone is what I'm in, so that's here is okay, but not there, the other place. Now auto deboot. This automation engine state is starting, I think, for weeks now. I didn't see anything else on it. Every time when I looked, I don't know if clear cache is a good thing to try. Updates I have done. I showed you before. There's no external Home Assistant, so it should not be. I did not do that. HomeKit. Nah, okay, maybe later sometime if I get something, an Apple product or something like that here. I don't have Alexa, Google Home. Not now. Schedule, of course I didn't do that. So, and the home account is there. As you see, here's also location Netherlands, Zeeland. And I can do that, and it takes quite a long time to sync to this to cloud again. So probably we'll do that again, and then we'll see if Home Assistant is running now. So now it's 17:29. So, and I got another. Oh yeah, this sometimes just happens. There's a Chinese message. I didn't know if you saw it here happening. I guess you did. Why is there? I don't know. Kind of, I think Chinese. I don't know what characters it should be saying for some other things. Okay, I go here to the radiator. I think it's there as well sometimes. So I go to the radiator, and you would think that it would now be running up, but I tried this before this week, and this is like, okay, it's never getting there, I think. And then I go to, I think it was this one, same thing. So you think it will be working and saying some temperatures, but this is all directly Zigbee directly to the stick. So I don't know. It just stays in this kind of state even after many hours of running. And now it doesn't go down, it is now. I mean, it should be possible to. Also very strange it's now still offline, because I'm sure it was online before it started to reboot. But okay. So why does it only show this working thing? And there are rooms there that are not here. Somehow also, because it's the same room. And it's still saying something. So I cannot do anything with all these buttons that are here. I mean, this is not good working in ISG. Somehow the coupling is not working with ISG and HomeAssistant. Still not after all these updates. And this is not really fast. So these are all the add-ons as you saw. And the settings again. So I think went through all the screens that there are. Yeah, it's just very, 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 very slow, and things don't seem to be working here well. Again and again and again. Chinese code. I don't know what it means. Importing, and something strange is going on there. Maybe the country code, I don't know. And I got this kind of Chinese text in some other places this week. That's still as it was. Of course, yes, still the same. As you can see, it's still the standard setting for this location. So I guess this video will be getting long already. And I don't need that. The all agent, I don't know why I would use an all agent for WhatsApp, Telegram, because I don't use WhatsApp and Telegram, so that for me is not necessary. Nothing there. Of course I can change the look, probably, I don't know. So it seems to be working fine, but not really. And I will have a look soon if HomeAssistant itself is running again, but probably is after a while, because everything has to be restarted, and I most probably have to add my devices again to again couple them again, because some probably will have lost their connection, like the heaters or some light bulbs are not starting again, probably because this thing has just crashed, but I will have to see about that later. So now we go to the other computer where it is looking at HomeAssistant, and here you go for the time zone. Use your local time zone, and you see it is set to Europe, Amsterdam, so nothing to do with Asian time, so I don't know where that came from. I don't see anything other than I would expect here. It is now running, as you see. I don't know how well it's running, but it's running at the moment. But still, on the ISG screen I cannot do anything. I do any change in temperature or anything else. No lights and everything is not connecting together, but although it's now here, HomeAssistant is there. So it's all there, as you can see, and I can turn the light on. It works. So now HomeAssistant is working after a long time waiting. I mean, all these hours, that's quite a long time. Just to do a reboot or something like that after this automatic update of ISG. So I don't think that is working very well for the time. Automation didn't run, of course, so I have to try and start everything now if it works, or reconnect again with heaters and some lights and things like that. So, but for now it looks like it is working again after the whole restart and update, but I hope it will now stay stable for the rest of times, but probably not. So this log is much shorter, as you can see in HomeAssistant core log. So it goes again about this was Telegram Messenger. I think that is probably one of yours. The Android TV box, which is all for this special for this box because I don't have anything else. I have no idea what this is. A custom integration with Hex. Yeah, okay, Hex has been there. Lightwave 2, no idea. Go ahead and link it in, of course, is your better terastort. Okay, it was not problem before and not after that, so extend 2Jet local, and here we got web at DC, probably no problem. Sonar worked. ZTR toolkit, know what it is, and scheduler. I think these are the ones that come automatically after it comes installed. So I don't know which is making it sometimes unstable, or what is the problem. I have no idea, because here it is every time saying no problem. And so I guess it really is just somehow in ISD. And of course every time it became unavailable, ISG-box became unavailable and turned off, and become unavailable, turned off, became unavailable. So this is the most message you get every time again. I don't know if that's one of the problems with it. And I already tried to get so now it's getting all the messages as well, because this was not this time. So, and if I go to the settings, I got another update. But if you go to integration, here you go to discover again this ISG-box SA. I tried to link that before, and then it just was waiting for hours and hours not working. So I don't know if that is one of the problems that is there. So far I don't know what it's used for anyway. So it's Android TV remote. What should it do with the ISG-box? Probably just showing some kind of video or something, which I don't use on it because it will probably be using too much memory or speed. Please tell me what it should do, and if it should be enabled, or if I can just remove it.